It's about to be NaNoWriMo. I'm going to chat to you about NaNoWriMo. So if you didn't see, we did a live stream last week. Yeah, on the 23rd of October, Saturday the 23rd, over on Hayley Wright's channel. I will link that in the description. I'll try and remember to link that in the description for you to go and check, because that was me and Hayley Wright and Rachel Morton talking about our goals for NaNoWriMo and our top tips for NaNoWriMo. But here's the thing, maybe despite that and my Preptober video that came out at the very beginning, pre-project picking Preptober planning video that came out in the beginning of October, maybe you still haven't decided whether you want to do NaNoWriMo or not. And so I'm going to give you 11 things to consider about NaNoWriMo to help you decide if it's something you want to do or not. Number 1. NaNoWriMo is a great way to build communities, but sometimes those communities don't last, like summer camp friendships. Everybody's coming from a particular place, and sometimes you hit it off with someone who lives near you and wants to continue to be friends, but sometimes you come out of it and you just lose touch. 2. NaNoWriMo is a great way to prioritise writing when you can't normally do that. But you still have to do all of the things you normally have to do. If you have a day job, you still have to do that. If you've got a kid to take care of, you still have to take care of that kid. You still got to do the house stuff that needs taken care of. You still have to feed yourself. All of that kind of standard life-related stuff still has to happen. But it gives you the opportunity to prioritise it more in a social setting, which obviously is sort of a question mark this year again. But like, if your friends and family are saying, oh, come do a thing with us, and you normally can't be there, like, actually I wanted to work on my book, NaNoWriMo is a great thing to use as an excuse, basically, to tell people, oh, sorry, it's NaNoWriMo, I've got this big giant goal that like me and a bunch of random strangers internationally are doing. 3. Rewards make for extra motivation, but can you deny yourself the thing, especially if you've already bought the thing? So, I can't remember what year it was now, a few years ago now, I tried to do rewards for NaNoWriMo. I had this tray of like chocolate truffles, 6 chocolate truffles that I had, and I said to myself, okay, I can have a truffle for every 10,000 words, plus one for 25,000 words, because it's the halfway point. I did not get to 50,000 words. I did eat all of the truffles. Maybe you're more self-controlled than I am. But that's something to consider. Side note, books make for awesome NaNoWriMo rewards, and you know what book is available now? This book, my book, Mary Arlan Breaking the Curse, in case you haven't been here before, or I've talked about it non-stop for the last like several weeks. 4. I have never won NaNoWriMo, but without NaNoWriMo, this probably wouldn't exist yet. On the other hand, I did finish editing this during a camp NaNoWriMo when I was supposed to be writing something else. Make of that what you will. Number 5. If you can't self-motivate, NaNoWriMo is not going to fix that. But on the other hand, you might be able to convince your brain, trick your brain into thinking that you're not self-motivating, that something else is motivating you. So it's probably worth a shot. Number 6. The divide and animosity between pantsers and planners, people who write by the seat of their pants and people who outline meticulously in advance, has been greatly exaggerated. But sometimes you meet people who are staunchly on their side. Just ignore them. Like, explore and experiment, or you'll get jaded and mean and become one of those people. And I'll be honest with you, nobody likes those people. Nobody likes the people who are there like, outlining is the only way to write a book. Like, nobody likes those people, just like nobody likes the people who are there like, outlining is the worst possible way because it's boring. Like, ultimately, whatever works for you is what works for you. And like, it has no bearing on anybody else. 7. You are allowed to join or haunt the forum even if you're not actively participating in NaNoWriMo. No one's gonna like search you out and be there like, you're not even writing a book. Like, no one's gonna do that. Or if they do, they're not worth your time anyway. Number 8. You are allowed to decide, nay, you should decide, as I said in my video on Saturday, what an acceptable failure looks like to you. Maybe you won't get to 50,000 words, but maybe there's an amount that would be okay, that you wouldn't feel disappointed with. Or maybe you can take some time after NaNoWriMo's finished and you haven't got to 50,000 words, exploring the potential reasons for that. Did you try writing an outline and then you got bored and didn't want to write anymore? Did that? Did you not try writing an outline and really struggle to get past that first initial like foray into it? Also, don't forget that like if you are stuck and you haven't outlined, you can try making an outline to see if it unsticks you. And if you are stuck and you have tried making an outline, there's nothing wrong with just going, I'm going to ignore that outline, or re-outlining or whatever. Like, there's nothing wrong with trying to do those things. That's totally fine. Number 9. You cannot, under any circumstances, publish your NaNoWriMo first draft as a finished book. Editing is vital. Please don't self-publish or try to query with your NaNoWriMo first draft. It will be rough around the edges because you are mostly focused on quantity rather than quality of words, unless you're the kind of person who can usually write 150,000 words in a month, in which case you probably are focusing more on quality than on quantity because you are trying to limit yourself to 50,000 words. Number 10. NaNoWriMo is not the time to research, but if you can't write without knowing the research, consider counting your notes, your research notes, into your NaNoWriMo word count, because it takes a lot of time to do proper research, so it's probably worth considering counting those words. And number 11, rewrites count. They just do. I hope you enjoyed this tongue-in-cheek video. I am definitely participating in NaNoWriMo. As of filming, I don't know what I'm going to be writing yet, because I have like Mary Arlan 2 in the works, but I've got about 30,000 words of that, so I feel like I'm not going to be able to manage a full NaNoWriMo 50,000 word draft on it. So I might be picking something else, or I might try and write Mary Arlan 3. Yes, there's going to be a third one. My book, Mary Arlan Breaking the Curse, is an adult fantasy with action adventure, heapings of magic, and a delightful, slow burn, heartwarming romance. It is available now. Links for that and where to find me on the internet, like Instagram, are listed below. Also my mailing list right next to the like and subscribe buttons. And as always, if you want to support this channel rather than like without buying my book or in addition to buying my book, there is also a link to my Ko-fi account down there too. I hope you enjoy NaNoWriMo. If you want to be buddies, I will put a link to my NaNoWriMo page, buddy-buddy-ness, in the description too. Bye. We can get to 50,000 words. Maybe. Doing a stellar job of pretending this is a different day.